I have a view about security within organisations that I've shared with the industry many times over. I think it's important that we build a consciousness within organisations about the difference between right or wrong. I recognise this isn't my business. I recognise that I am not judge, jury and executioner. My vision for culture of security within organisations is to make people at least consciously incompetent, but in the long term consciously competent about the ramifications of their actions in the context of what they're trying to do for the greater good of the business or whatever the desired outcome is. To stop and think about their actions in the context of security and balance risk with reward. And it comes back to just delivering that conversation, that engagement with the business and providing that support and being that critical friend. You know, I think I've succeeded. I think the vast majority of the job is done when people look before they leap. They think about the implications of what they're trying to do, and that could be business as usual, it could be innovation, it could be all things in between. It has to be tactical, it has to be strategic, but it has to be part of that conversation. If it's an afterthought, there's danger. If it's a forethought and it's a tightly coupled relationship, then that stymies and holds back organisations. And as we've already discussed, that isn't really where industry and society wants to be. We want the agility and things are moving so quick now. It's about striking that balance, but it starts and ends with people. I'll give you an analogy. And actually this comes back to a point about technology being overly biased when we talk about security. You can have the most fortified house in the world with the most fortified front door, but rest on your laurels at your pleasure, at your peril, I should say. Because if you leave the side window open, everything that you've invested in is defeated. And that was a behavioural nuance, and you've immediately defeated yourself. So you can't be complacent enough to think that technology solves the security problem. You've got to strike that balance, and the humans play a huge part in that. There's always got to be that blend between people, process and technology when it comes to security.